Hi, page 9. If you thought page 8 was challenging, I think you might enjoy page 9. Hopefully I'll do this one a bit better and I won't get covered in glue. Okay, so page 9 is a double flip-flap page. And a flip-flap is like a flat pocket, but instead of being stuck on the edge of a page, it's actually positioned in the page. So I thought, you know what? Why have one flip-flap when you can have two? So we've got one here, and then you've got another one that fits on there like that and opens out. And it's just really a bit more variety to your pages, just something to do. So we're going to stick our black card first. And what I've done is, this is 1 1/4 inches in, so I'll probably take my ruler, just line up. If you've got a glass, if you're working on a glass mat, it's easy to use that and line up. Stuck that straight, looks skew whiff to me. Okay, that's one. And then stick the other one. So this one, when I'm sticking this in, I'm actually going to close the flip flap and then line it up. So I know that the flap's going to shut easily. That's it, like that, okay? And that's your 2 flip flaps stuck. So that wasn't so bad, was it? Just the rest of it.
On the end there.
Yes.
That's what I do.
It's just the rest of it. And you can see there, I scored without using my pencil, and I slipped out of the score line. So I made it shiny, but fortunately it'll be covered over by decorative paper. Right, okay, so that's that there. So next thing we need to do are our magnets. So take your mag pops again. These magnets get stuck to everything. Okay, take the first one. Centre of our mag pop. I'm just going to work out, right, okay, so we'll probably go in. Okay, so that's our first one stuck. And it's going to fix down actually on the mag pop page, on the fold page. I've just lost my magnets now. Okay, so let the magnet clip on, and then we're just going to slot that one onto there, like that, and burnish well. Okay, so that's that one. And then we need a magnet for here as well. You don't have to have one there, but if you want it to really seal nicely, then pop another magnet there. You could just leave it like that actually. Executive decision, we're going to leave it like that. Okay, right, so that's that there. So now we're going to decorate. Just make sure those are scored there. We're going to take our decorative strips. On there. I'm trying our thinner glue bottles because I snipped the end off mine, so it was that's why I was getting glue everywhere. Okay, that's the first one. And the second one. And again, all the way through, you've got the page maps and layout guidelines and measurements, so there's no reason why you can't just change your papers and swap them round, do them slightly differently if you want to. So there. The top flap is here, so that's going to go on here. Now at this stage, you may decide you want to put a photo slot in here, you might want to put a tuck in, die cut something, or you might want to put a picture on there afterwards. So I'm just going to do this one plain, and then I'm going to see what I've got left in my paper pad afterwards and go through and decorate it. I'm going to go back to the big one because it's taking too long. So that's that one there. It's going to open out, so my inside flap, I'm actually going to use this one here. Just checking that, can you see I'm just checking with turning it? Yeah, that's a little bit too wide, so I'm just going to wipe that off.
You get covered in glue.
I know, but I'm only doing it lightly, and I didn't put very much glue on. Okay. Right, so let's try that again. That's better. It's not, I'm going all wonky. Can we start again this bit?
You're fine. Do you want to put a bit more glue on?
I'm just going to see.
I'm still recording, by the way.
That's all right. No, leave it on. That's better. No, because the glue's really good, Kay.
Well, no, it's really good glue. It grabs really quickly as well, which...
Yeah, right. That's that one stuck. Okay, so this is going to have a base pocket on here. Again, if you'd wanted to, before you stuck that down, you could have cut little tuck-ins again. Entirely up to you. So we'll put a little bit of glue just along here. This is a pocket. Put that one there. Make sure that your page is going to close. Yes, it is. You always have to be careful just with your folds for your flaps and your flip flaps and things that your pages are going to close. So, and then just inking the edges if I've missed a bit, because it does help to bring out a bit of definition. And I've actually cut the pattern. This one says better in the water. You can see. And that's my base one that's going to fit in here. Actually, I know it's got a few bits where, you know, I'm doing my little hacks if I've made a mistake and stuff, but I think that's quite good for people to see.
I think people, yeah.
It's not good if you want to be super, super professional, but I think that's, you know, that's what happens. So.
There's also how to get out of it.
Yes. Right, okay, so this is your central one, so you want to really double check before you do your pocket that that's going to close. Okay, yes it is. So a little bit of glue here. And what I've done is with these base pockets I've cut them all the same depth, so it just runs along. Again, it helps to add to continuity when you're making something up. One's just there. So that's that one. I'm just working out, so I've got that one on there. I think I'm going to put a chain. I'm going to put this one on here, because that is then going to pick up the patterns from here. think this is one of my favourite papers, this one, this page.
Is it?
Yeah, I just like it. I just like the colourways on it. Right, this time, no, I am still going to do the same one. And this one says make waves on it. It's just the way I've cut it out, just the way it worked out on the so that will be stuck here. Did you see it?
No, you carry on.
Make sure it shuts. Yep. Okay, so that's those three there. That folds there. That's not going to fold there now. Okay, it did fold before.
Then you're greasing it.
Right, so take that one off. It's obviously right. So what we're going to do is just trim a bit off. Perfect. So what do we do now?
Get the pen out.
And when you choose your put glue on there, when you choose your permanent marker, some of the blacks are quite bluey, so a Sharpie is really good as well. A black Sharpie is really good. Right, and now I can put my, I'm going to trim that one a little bit as well. So let's see where we need to trim that to. It's going to shut, and shut, and then you're just going to run that wider in this time. I'd go back in once the glue's dry. I'd probably go back in with the black just to make it a bit blacker. Right, so that's because I was getting ahead of myself and thinking, oh, this is much easier than page 8. Ha ha ha. Okay, right, so that's folded there. That's folded there like that, and then we need one more to do, which we're going to pop on here, and we're going to have octopi this time, and it's that way, although they're both different ways up. So you may need to trim this one a little bit, because obviously you trimmed the flap beforehand, so just give a little swish down there. You can use a paper trimmer, you can use a craft knife, whatever you're comfortable with. I like this knife cable. Yes.
The miracle is that we can actually find them on, won't we? Isn't it, Maggie?
I don't know what you mean, Kay. Okay, so that one's going to go there. Okay, and that one's on there. And then, last thing to do, I had one here, but it's not here, so we'll get another one. Oh, here it is. And then I would, once the glue's dried, I'd just sort of manipulate the card a little bit, just so it lays flat, like that. And that is page 9. So this one here, this looks quite bare at the moment, so I would definitely put an ephemera card on here, or I would have cut a slot in there beforehand, whatever. You could also, if you wanted to, run a piece of black card on and put another pocket there, and continue the pattern, which is something I might do later on. I'll just have a look and see what scraps I've got left over. Okay, so that's page 9. One page left.